Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Aren't we all? Maybe the Blue Ranger?
And the Red Ranger. Blue and red corner. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Aren't we all? Maybe the Blue Ranger?
And the Red.
Listen to me. You gotta box it more than you gotta brawl with her. You understand? You're giving her a chance to get ahead. Deep breath. Okay? Box and move.
And right on cue, her trainer's telling her box and move, and that's exactly what she did there. She landed 2 shots and then got out of the way. That's how she should fight. But when she stands right here, forehead to forehead with Johnson, Johnson's landing the cleaner shots. She's winning the inside game there too.
Speaking of thunder from down under, we're hearing AC/DC in the arena. Highway to hell, and both champion and challenger have to go through hell in this fight, both having suffered cuts, and it's been a toe-to-toe battle. There's not been a lot of room between each fighter.
Johnson just seems that more comfortable in this type of battle. Even when she sits in the corner and talks to her cornerman, she seems just like this is another day at the office for her. Whereas Galley seems like she's struggling in there.
I like the work that Galley just did right there with the left hand, though. She took it down a couple times to the body, then brought it back up top. But, man, the cut, every time Johnson touches Galley's forehead, that cut opens right back up.
I agree with Johnson's corner. She continues to clinch and lean in for no reason whatsoever. She's not allowing herself to really be as successful as she could be with just that mid-range distance, her jab, the power shots. Like, she lands punches but then falls in. And right there is another example. And the challenger not making it easy for her by any means. She's throwing, she's keeping up in terms of punch output, but again, Johnson may be crisper, but I'm not so sure. See? Wow, best 3-punch combination by Galley. Double left hooks to the body, one upstairs.
But Johnson comes straight back with her own left hook to the body as well.
I see we're gonna have our first disagreement maybe here, Deputy. No, I joke. Under 30 seconds left in the 7th. I'm just telling the story. I'm not keeping scores. That's what we hired Sean Wheelock to do. 20 seconds left in 7th, but I am very impressed, and maybe it is the Canadian in me, maybe a little biased, but hey, the challenger hanging tough.
Yeah, this is a really good round for her. She's delivered a lot with that lead left hand, both downstairs and back up top. It's been a very serious weapon. Tanika Johnson's going to have to make some adjustments in the next round.
Gotta go. Big breaths. Big breaths. Big breaths. Better. I need you to stay in your shape. Stop sliding there. It's there all day. You can dig everything here if you stay there. All right? I need you to do it for me. Every time you get there, it's effective. But you're sliding in every time. You're letting it hold you. You let it hold it. You let it hold you. Just keep your shape there. Bam, boom. Hit the body. Dig the shovels.
Every first minute, really strong.
Yeah.
Relax in the first minute. Banger.
Maybe the most clear round of the fight for Gaia, as she did a lot of really good work with the left hand, both downstairs to the body and clean shot up there, up top. Mauro said it earlier, clean, effective punches. That's exactly what she did. A lot of that work with Galley's left hand. Really, really solid round for her there.
And the numbers back it up. According to CompuBox, the challenger, Galley, 16 of 56 in round 7, compared to 13 of 47 for the champion Johnson. As we bring in our unofficial scorer and rules expert, Sean Wheelock, how do you have it after 7?
I definitely gave Amanda Galley round number 7. That's the second round I've given her. So 68-65 in favor of Shernika Johnson, 5 rounds to 2. As we saw Amanda Galley in round number 7, and I also gave her round number 3, it was that heavy volume on the inside, especially to the body of Shernika Johnson.
Can any argument be made that to make it an even closer fight? I know how you have it scored, but I'm not trying to be biased, but I think Galley's scored some pretty good punches in some rounds. I might have it maybe even 4-3.
Mauro, I think that you're absolutely spot on in this situation. We are looking at close 10-9 rounds.
Thank you, Sean. As we have a minute left here in the 8th round, and again, it's up to the 3 judges at ringside to determine the scores. But even here, the trainer's been steadfast in telling Johnson, do not fall in, do not allow her to hold you.
And she's doing that. She's allowing herself to land quality punches. She's landing quality punches, but she's staying there to receive the counter punches.
But Galley's having another strong round, Christina. I know I'm wearing glasses, but am I blind?
No, you're definitely not blind. I think she is having another solid round, but even in that last combination where Shernika Johnson gave herself a little bit more room, she landed some really solid punches right there. So, I mean, with 2-minute rounds, you can win the first minute, Johnson comes back and wins the second. That's a hard round to score.
Maybe I'm just being a sensitive Canadian. 15 seconds left here in the 8th, and boy, they continue to tie up. They're both bloodied. And according to the stats, Galley has the advantage in terms of total punches landed in this round. But again, clean punching, number 1 on their criteria.
I like this one.
Uppercuts there, okay? Uppercuts follow up. Then angle out.
Get water.
Get that range, okay? On the end of her punch. Let's go.
You can see Galley dipping right under and using that uppercut. I thought that would be a weapon that she would use a little bit more in this fight, taking advantage of the aggressive style of Shernika Johnson. Not too much of that uppercut yet, but it was real pretty right there. She landed
that was a real standout uppercut.
Round number 8, according to CompuBox. The champion Johnson landed more jabs. The challenger Galley landed more power punches. And more punches total, second consecutive round as she's coming on here. Championship rounds, round 9. Galley utilizing footwork, literal movement, sitting down on that left hook. The left hand has been money. Johnson now coming forward, though, jabbing and then lands a right hand. And now we're seeing some technique and some more interesting movement from both fighters.
Galley needs to do something different, and this is actually working for a little more. She's moving her feet, she's picking her punches, and not just standing in the pocket, trading punches.
Yeah, and Galley with a 30-25 edge in punches landed in rounds 7 and 8.
And this is where that mindset shift has to happen for Shernika Johnson. You are an undisputed world champion. This is the first time she's defending those titles. So she's no longer the hunter, she's the hunted. So she needs to show the hungry Galley, that I'm the undisputed champ. These are the championship rounds, and this is where she got to put her foot down if she wants to walk out of here with those straps.
There's a good left hook by the champion, another left hook by the champion, but Galley scores with the right. Under a minute left in the 9th. Bounce back round for the champion Johnson. There's the jab. Landed the left hand there at the end of the 3-punch combination.
Galley's looking a little winded here. She looks like she's that little spark she had in the last couple of rounds has seemed to have diminished. And Johnson, with the experience, it's time to move forward, move through the gears here.
Johnson beginning to impose her will on the front foot, the jab, letting loose a little more fluid, but yet Galley in between still landing some shots upstairs. Final 10 seconds of the penultimate round.
Keeping her honest, isn't she?
Let's go now. Let's go. I need you to give me a fucking disciplined round. All right, you gotta work. You don't get lazy in there. You don't let her hold you. Crispy. All right. Just fucking let those hands go. You can see it. You're looking. You're looking. You're looking. Thank you.
This last round?
Yeah.
All right. Fucking digger. She's gonna come out. You tighten up.
You gotta try to, if you can, try to rock it. Try to, you know, put a dominant performance on the punches. Okay? But don't stay in there with her. You can catch her when she's punching. You understand? Split the shots, catch her when she's punching.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last and final round.
Kaseya Center in Miami, round 10, undisputed bantamweight championship. Hanging in the balance, the defending champion, Shernika Johnson. The gutsy challenger, Amanda Gale, ready to put it all on the line for the final minute 45. Now, Gale may be looking down and doing wild punches, but they are scoring, David.
She is. I think Johnson's head stays in the same place. So as she's swinging, as she's doing here, she launches a big hook without actually looking at where it's going. And 50% of the time it's landing.
And yet, the more composed fighter is the champion. Johnson staying compact and still landing some shots in between. It is a close fight.
I think Johnson's actually winning this quite comfortably, to be honest.
See, it's interesting. Okay.
The quality work, the quality punches have been controlled and thrown by Johnson.
I will not disagree with a former cruiserweight and heavyweight champion.
Well, I think
and one who's still in fighting shape, I might add.
And I think she's done a good job, has Shernika Johnson, in these championship rounds, the 2 minutes of the last round, the first minute of this round, keeping her composure. Her corner wants her to stay inside and work. She's done that. That's a very clean combination there. But Guy always seems to come back with a little something. That's why I think it feels close.
Always responds. If she gets hit, she responds in kind. Just over 30 seconds left in the fight. Will undisputed bantamweight champion Shernika Johnson successfully retain her title, or will Amanda Gale join Kim Clavel as female champions from Canada? 15 seconds left in the fight. And I know they say, oh, what you like more? No, it's clean punching, effective aggressiveness, defense and ring generalship, and it'll be up to the three judges to determine the victor. And the crowd applauding the efforts of both champion and the challenger. Going 10 hard rounds.
Good job, baby.
Early cuts to both fighters. Let's look at the final punch stats. Johnson with the edge, 135 to 124. They threw over 1,000 punches combined, and both relatively similar in terms of their percentages.
And I'm with you. I do think it was a close fight.
Not going to say that the champion didn't retain the title, but I also don't agree in those people who say, well, you gotta take the title from the champion. No, the belt is up for grabs as soon as the first bell rings. And let's take a look at the highlights of this undisputed bantamweight championship. Do we think there's a chance the Canadian could have taken it from the champ?
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's always a chance, but I don't see it that way at all. I think the champion.
Why don't you see it that way?
Because the champion controlled the action, landed the cleaner punches, and just seemed in full control. Ring generalship was there. She wasn't. There was a lot of punches thrown and landed by Gale, but the volume was done by
I agree. The offense
Johnson
may have been more aesthetically pleasing by Johnson, but Gale, blood and guts type of affair. But then again, I'm not scoring the fight, so we will definitely hear from our unofficial scorer, and then, of course, more importantly, the official scores here in a moment.
I think Shernika Johnson did a great job working off the jab and throwing her combinations, but some of the rough and tough body shots, the power punches, some of those moments stood out to me more from Gale than they did from Johnson. So this one's going to be interesting, and this was the fight I was waiting for all night.
According to our unofficial scorer, Sean Wheelock, he did have it wide for the champion, Shernika Johnson. So we'll wait and see as we await the official decision. And the longer it takes, the more interesting it gets. All right, here is Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Judge Benoit Roussel sees it 99-91. Judge David DeYoung sees it 98-92. And Judge Jose Torres sees it 97-93, declaring your winner by unanimous decision. And still, the undisputed bantamweight champion of the world, Shernika Johnson.
Shernika Johnson retains the undisputed bantamweight championship by unanimous decision, putting the capstone on what has been an entertaining preliminary portion of the night here at Kaseya Center in Miami. And coming up at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific, it's Judgment Day. All right, let's go inside the ring. Here's Ariel Helwani.
Mauro, thank you very much. Shernika, congratulations on the first title defense as undisputed champion, successful title defense. Before they read the scorecards, how confident were you that you did enough to win this fight?
Look, I was still confident that I was winning all the rounds. Didn't get the job done earlier than what we sort of had planned, but, you know, we still got the job done at the end.
Your fans will remember that you've been in some bloody wars in the past. How reminiscent of that fight against Ramadan a few years ago was this fight?
You know, I was bleeding first, and then I seen her bleeding, and then just all the blood on the floor. I was like, here we go, here's another bloodbath. But I've been through it before, I think even worse, and overcome it, and here we are.
Love it. Congratulations. Enjoy the victory. Miami, make some noise for the champion, Shernika Johnson.
Undisputed bantamweight champion Shernika Johnson celebrates the win. Coming up in just minutes from now on Netflix, it's Judgment Day. 4-fight professional prize fighting with Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua in the main event. We will see you live on Netflix.
get it out there. Because we're all asking the same question about Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. What the hell is this guy thinking? Well, hang on for a second. Which guy are you talking about?
Until the countdown,
who's the one
it's
taking
0.
the bigger risk? Is it the disruptive?
Former World Boxing Anthony Joshua has announced his next fight against the social. The former World Boxing Champion Anthony Joshua has announced his next fight.
We open our prelim card in the cruiserweight division, scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds. Introducing first to the ring, please welcome Gift Davis.
Well, it's fitting during the holiday season that a fighter known as Gift is in action. It's better to give than to receive, and nowhere is that truer than in a boxing ring, Christina.
Without a doubt, and he's been given the gift of being a boxing trainer and coming up through the ropes that way. So even though he only turned pro this year, he does have a lot of experience. So don't let his lack of professional fights fool you. He has a strong boxing mind.
Yeah, started boxing at the age of 5. His mom steered him toward coaching.